To paraphrase Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, people come and go so quickly in Port Charles. But as the storyline surrounding the mysterious pikemen seems to be both ramping up and drawing to a close at the exact same time, it looks like at least one of the folks brought in to help flesh out the tale is being shown the door. The real question is whether their exit will be in a body bag or something a tad less final, perhaps leaving the figurative and literal doors open for them to return. What we know at this point is that Soap Opera Digest has reported that Ella Lentini, who was brought on to play nefarious Nanny Betty back at the end of Julie, is about to exit. So what makes us think that perhaps Betty, if that's even her real name, could potentially return down the line? Well, from the beginning, it seemed as if there was more to the character than met the eye. It was never really made clear exactly what her connection to Mason and Austin was, let alone why she seemed downright eager to help them get the goods on Sunny. But what really piqued our interest was the way that Jocelyn's hackles went up every time she and Betty crossed paths. Sure, it could simply have been a case of Avery's big sis picking up on the true nature of her caretaker, but it felt as if there was something more lurking just beneath the surface. Perhaps even something the two young women weren't aware of on a conscious level. It left us wondering if perhaps they shared a deeper bond, perhaps even some sort of biological tie. Might, we wondered, Betty actually be suppressing an Australian accent that would, if exposed, reveal her connection to Jocelyn's dad, Jax? Heck, maybe she was Kiki's secretly separated at birth twin, making her Ava's daughter. We also may have become attached to Betty because, well, we can't help but love a bad girl. How fun was it to watch Betty go from sweet servant with Sunny to bossing around the poor Metro court waiters in a way that just screamed, "She ain't gonna leave a tip." Unfortunately, Betty may have signed her own death certificate by inserting herself into the life of Sunny's daughter. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that family comes first where he's concerned. Now that Betty has walked directly into Sunny's trap by stealing the fake pikeman evidence, has she outlived her usefulness? In setting Betty up, did he guarantee that the person pulling the strings would decide she's no longer useful and eliminate the problem for him?